Welcome to ItzRafiq. In this video we are going to discuss about array. I think you already know what is an array. Array is a collection of similar type of data which is stored in continuous memory location. In array have this part index. Index is the relative position and we'll have elements. The items stored inside an array is called elements, and these are the main parts. Also the array will have fixed size. Suppose we are declaring the array is size 10, then we can store only 10 elements. Array can be integer or character types. In an integer array we can store only integers, and character array we can store only characters. To declare an integer array we can write this way: int, after that name of the array, let it be arr, and in square bracket we'll give the size. If we give size is 5, then this array can store only 5 elements. And if we want to access the first element from this array, we will write arr in square bracket 0. This is the first element. And if we want to access the last element from this array, we will write arr 4. This will be the last element. Now suppose we have to write a program to declare an array of size 4 or 5 and display the elements. So for that, first we'll require a header file. We will write include std io.h. After that we'll have main function. We'll write main, then we'll write the bracket of main function. Inside the main function, first thing we have to do is to declare the array. So we'll write int, name of the array, let it be arr, and in square bracket we'll give the size. We give the size as 5. After that comma, then we will keep one more variable, that is for loop. Loop is required to accept the input for the array. Without a loop also we can do, but at that moment the program will be lengthy. So in this program, our data type that the array can store is integer, and it can store maximum 5 characters. So first we'll use a for loop. For we'll start the I from 0 and we go till 5, and each time I value will be plus plus. Now we'll come to next line and we'll give curly brackets. This is loop bracket. Inside the loop we'll give a message to the user that enter element 1. So we'll write enter element, and instead of 1 we will write %d. If I write ourselves 1, then it will always come as 1. So we are displaying here a variable, and also /n. /n we can give afterwards or before. If we give before, then the input will be taken in the same line, and if we give afterward, input will be taken in the next line. Okay. Now instead, in place of %d, we are going to display the value of I. So we'll write I. Now directly if we write I, it will display as 0, but I want to display it as 1, so we'll write I plus 1, semicolon. Now we'll come to the next line. Here we are going to use scanf function. In scanf function we'll write %d, and that %d should be within inverted comma, and here we'll write the location where we are going to store the element. So we'll write ampersand arr and in square bracket I. Here the I value is started from 0, so at first it will be 0, then 1, 2, 3, and it will go till 4 because our condition is I less than 5. Now let's see whether it accepts input or not. And one more function, here we write the main function. The main function should have always a return type. We'll keep it as integer, int main. Now we have to display the output. We'll again use one for loop. For here we'll write I equal 0, I less than 5, I plus plus, and next line loop bracket. Here we'll write printf, and here we will write %d, and if we want to display in next line the elements, we'll write %/n, and if we want to continue in the same line, we will write /t. And before this for loop we can also write one more printf statement. There we will write the elements of the array are /n, and at beginning also we'll put one /n. So this is just a message. This line doesn't have any purpose in the program, just we are giving this line so that the output look uniform. And in printf statement always we have to give semicolon, you have to remember it, and at last we'll write return 0. Now let's compile the program. For compiling we'll click on this button, build and run. Now we'll get the outputs. So asking me to enter the first element, let it be 6, 8, 3, 2, 5, 8. So the element of the array, you will see some random numbers like 176648, then 176648. This all the numbers are same, that because here I have not mentioned which value I am going to display. So we'll have to write %d. Instead of %d we are going to display the value of ARRI. Now if we run the program again, then we will get the output as this way. So you will see, let the number be 6, 5, 8, 7, 3. So this is my output, 6, 5, 8, 7, 3. So this way we can write a program to declare an array and also display the elements. Now if we want to display the elements in reverse order, then what we will do? Just we have to do one thing. Now we are displaying the elements whatever we entered, that way only. If we want to display in reverse order, so the size, we will start the I with size -1. Our size is 5, so 5 minus 1 it is 4. So we'll start from 4 and we'll go till it's greater than equal 0, and each time we'll decrease the value of I. Now you'll see, if we execute this program, let be the value of 6, 9, 8, 1, 2. So the output is came as 21896, means the last number what I entered that come in first. So this way we can reverse the element of an array. Now let's find out how we can find out the largest element from an array. For that, first we will require header file, include stdio.h. Then we'll need a main function int main, and we will require an array. So we'll declare an array int, name of the array let be arr, and I am giving the size as 5, comma, we need one loop variable and we need one more variable to store the maximum number. So we'll write max. And by default we can keep max as 0, or we can do with another thing also. We can by default keep max as 0, but there again problem, if we'll have negative number then it might get trouble. So we'll not initialize the value of max. Now we'll write the program to accept input for I equal 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. And here similar way what we did, printf, we'll write here enter element 1, and in place of %d we are going to display the value I plus 1. Now scanf function, in scanf we will write %d, and we are going to store inside arr square bracket I. And when we are using variable with scanf function, always we have to add ampersand symbol before the variable name. So this is necessary. Then semicolon. Now after this for loop we will assume that the first element of the array is maximum. So we'll write max equal ARR. In square bracket we'll write not I, we will write 0. Means the first element is the largest one. Now again we'll write for loop. For we'll write here I equal 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. And we'll go to the next line, and here we'll write max equal. First we have to write a if condition, so we'll write if. Here we'll write max less than ARR I. That means with all the elements I will compare. If max will be less than with any element, then we'll replace the value of the max with that number. So we'll come to the next line, and here we'll write print. Sorry, we'll not print. We'll write here max equal ARR I. And we have seen we are using if condition, but we are not giving any bracket. Instead of bracket, we have followed this space. This is known as indentation. That space is necessary. If I remove the space, we'll get mistakes. I will show you it later. Now we will display the output. So we'll write print statement. Here we'll write largest element is %d, and in place of d we are displaying the value of max. And the last line return, because our main function is int, that's why return 0. Now let's compile the program. So here asking me to enter the elements. Let be 5, 8, 7, 9 and 2. So the output is came as the largest element is 9. Now you will see if I remove the space in if statement, this space, now will it work? Let's see. The program executes. So let it be 6, 5, 9, 3, 2. It works. But what if I write more lines? Suppose here I am writing just one more line, print statement. So it's working. Just you will remember, in if statement, if we have just one single statement, we can write without bracket, but if we have multiple statement, it's better to write inside a brackets. So this way we can find out the largest element, and if we want to find out the minimum element or smallest element, just we will change the variable name. Instead of max, we'll write min, and here also we'll write min. We'll declare the first element as small one, and here instead of less than symbol we'll give greater than symbol, and the remaining part will be same, and here the variable we write as min. Now see, there is some error. Let's find out. To find out the errors, we'll go to the logs and others. Here you will see max is undeclared. So there, instead of max, we have to write min, because max variable was deleted by me. That's why this error occurs. Now let's compile again. 6, 3, 1, 9, 8. So the minimum element is 1. This way you can find out the maximum and minimum elements in an array. In next video we will learn how we can find out the large, odd and even elements, and also summation of the element of an array. And after that we'll learn how we can do characters, how we can do tasks with characters array. Different tasks like take input, display the output, find out the length and all. I hope you have understood. Thank you for watching. See you in a new video. Till then, take care and bye.